Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I have got another quick tutorial video for you on how to use some foils. I got these from Amazon and I will link them down below in the description box for you, so if you want to check them out, you're more than welcome to. These came in a pack of 4 and as you can see they've got loads of different patterns, shapes, colors, everything you can possibly think of. And yeah, I do love the fact that they come in a little case, so it's easy to store them and take them about with you. So I am fortunate enough to have my niece, who's staying with me, model these for me. She lent me her hands so we could do this video quickly. These are the patterns that she's chosen to have on her nails, and the beauty about foils is that you can do whatever you want and it'll look amazing. So I do have some foil glue as well. I got this from Amazon again and I will link that down below for you. So these are hard gels extensions that we have just done for my niece. Yeah, so she's going to give foils out a try. She's never done them before and I'm excited to be able to do them somebody else and not just my own hands. So we're going to put them on 4 of the fingers because, you know, she's gone for a different style on the ring finger. So as you can see on the thumb, I have not used any glue because this is literally just base coat that I cured in the lamp for 60 seconds. And yeah, the tackiness from the base coat, you can use that to be able to transfer the foils. Obviously, as you can see, it doesn't last very long because once you've done like a few bits with the foils, it loses its tackiness a bit. So it can be a bit tricky trying to get the rest of the foils on. So at this point, you can go in with the glue on the little patchy bits where you couldn't get the foils to stick. You can pop the glue on. You need to leave the glue to sit for a couple of minutes or so, just, you know, kind of like let it air dry. Otherwise, yeah, you will see a little bit later on in the video what I mean if you don't leave it on to dry. So for the rest of the fingers, we are going to use the glue. So I'm just going to apply a thin, even coat on that. And again, just leave that to dry for a couple of minutes before you go back in and apply your foil. So doing the foil is really not as tricky as it seems. You literally, as you saw me doing on the thumb, you just pop it on. You need to have the pattern side facing you. You know, you pop it onto the nail, stick it out and pull it off as quick as you can. And that's it. So there isn't, you know, any magic trick to it. But again, like I said, you can create anything and everything with foils. You can do a full foil, which will cover your whole finger, or you could do like what I'm doing now is just, you know, just use bits of it to create different looks and designs really. So yeah, it is sticking a little bit better now that I have done the glue on it. Yeah, we're gonna see. I'll show you a little bit later on in the video what I mean when I say you need to let the glue stick on. You know, you need to let it dry for a little while because otherwise it'll just slide everywhere and it just won't look as nice. So for these, you do have to apply a bit of pressure on, so you do have to press down quite firmly for some of the foils to take. You know, they don't always take at once, and if you do get some on your skin, it's not a big deal because you can always wipe it off with alcohol, or, you know, even when you're going to wash your hands later, you'll be able to get the foil off your skin. So yeah, you just go and you literally stick them on where you want it and rip it off as quick as you can. You need to press quite hard, like I said, because some of them, you know, won't always stick as easily as you want them to. I want nobody but you. 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 You are going to apply the foil to the whole entire nail. You sort of press it down like I have now, and you just literally need to, you know, make sure that all of the nail is completely covered before you pull it off, because then you'll get like a full transfer on it. But obviously that's not what we're doing now. We're just sort of, you know, trying to get as many different pieces as we can. And yeah, just use as many different colors as you want. You know, there's no really wrong way of doing this because the end result is just stunning. So this is the first hand that we've done. We're going to go in and do her second hand now. And I'm going to use the glue for this one. So I'm going to just apply a thin layer again of the glue to all nails. and give it a couple of minutes to dry.
I want nobody but you. 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 Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh.
If you feel like you haven't put enough glue on, you can absolutely go back in again and put some more on the bits that you feel like you've left off. And, you know, go ahead and just, like I said, leave that to dry for a couple of minutes and go back in with your foil again. So you're going to see here, I didn't let the thumb dry long enough. It just did not take at all. As you can see, it just smudged the glue everywhere and it didn't take. So I thought I'd apply it again off camera and start with the pinky finger so that the other fingers can sort of have a bit more time to dry. And yeah, here we go. It's just, again, the different foils do apply completely differently, so it just depends on the amount of pressure that you're putting, what kind of application you're going to get. So just carry on blotting away and, you know, cover the nail as much as you can so you can get all those little gaps and everything filled in. With doing this finger, I just thought I would show you another thing that you can use to apply. See, I've got these nail tools that I get. The end is really a cuticle pusher. It's soft silicone. You can use that to push down on the foils and your nails to get like a better application if you wanted to, but I find just using your hands and rubbing as best as you can, and, you know, like I said, applying a lot of pressure, you create exactly the same results. You don't necessarily need the tool, but it is quite handy to have, especially if you are doing the full cover foils, you know, to get it right into the edges and, you know, around the sides and everything. It is quite handy to do that, but, you know, we weren't doing that. We were just, like I said, just creating random looks and random patterns and shades, sorry. So I didn't worry too much about that. So the thumb has had a bit of time to dry now. As you can see, it's definitely taking to the foil a lot better. But just be aware, by the time you get to this stage, your fingers are probably going to be sticky as well, and, you know, you'll find that the foils will be sticking to your fingers. You know, if you wanted to, I suppose you could wear gloves when doing this, but it's still going to stick to the gloves anyway. There's really not much you can do about it. I found this glue to be quite good, actually. Once I had left it enough to dry, it took to the foils really well. So I think it could be a good glue to use when you're doing your full cover foils, because, you know, you do need to make sure that you do have a good quality glue. And this wasn't majorly expensive from Amazon, so yeah, like I said, I'll link that down below for you so you can go check it out if you want to. So these are all of the nails all done, and each nail, sorry, has got a completely different pattern on it, but I think the result is still quite stunning. You know, now I've seen other videos at this point saying that you need to do 2 layers of top coat in order to seal it, but for me, what I prefer to do is actually do 1 layer of base and then go back in once that's cured for 60 seconds, is then go in with your top coat, because then your top coat is going to adhere to the foils a lot better. You know, you could do 2 layers of top coat if you wanted to, but I found when I've done 2 layers of top coat that it actually lifts from the foils a lot quicker than if you do a layer of base coat first and then go in after that with a second layer of top coat. that will give you a much better result on your foils. They'll stay a lot longer and you won't find they'll be lifting and chipping as quickly as doing 2 layers of top coat. So that's just another little top tip for you that you can use. But again, by all means, if you want to, you can go and do 2 layers of top coat. Also, just be aware that you are going to get some foil transferring onto your brush for your top coat and for your base coat, so be aware of that. If you've got like a spare base coat that you can use, do that instead, because you don't want that to contaminate the rest of your base coat. And when you go and use your base coat again, you're going to find like little pieces of foil, just like tiny pieces of foil in there. So be aware of that, or if you've got a brush, you can just sort of like decant a little bit of the base coat onto a palette or something, and you can just use a brush to apply that rather than actually using the brush that comes with the base coat. That's just like another top tip you can use as well. I hope you do find all these little bits and pieces helpful. Please let me know that if you do. It just encouraged me just to make sure that I am on the right track with the videos. So yeah, as you can see now, I am going in with the layer of the top coat now, and these all cure in my LED lamp for 60 seconds. And I'll go in after that and just wipe the tacky layer off, and you will have beautiful looking nails. Whilst I'm doing the base coat on the other nails, I just wanted to show you another quick video at the top, another method you can use the foils for. So I've already just got like a base color down. I've got the blue and I've got a nude color and then a black, and I've selected different color foils to go on there. So the blue is going with the blue, and then I've got a gold foil for the nudie color. And then the black color, I'm just going to go all out and do a funky rainbow design. So it's just giving you another idea as well of how you can use the foils. It doesn't have to be like on a clear extension like what I've done on my niece. You can do it over another color as well, and the result is just as stunning. I think my favorite one out of all of them, it has to be the black with the different multicolored foils on it. The end result, it really does look stunning. So I know it's a little bit distracting having 2 videos in one, but yeah, I just thought I would show you just very quickly that you can use them in different ways. It just doesn't have to be the way that I've done it on my niece. See, now that I've gone over with my alcohol, it's taken all of the little foils that were transferred onto the skin. It looks really lovely. It comes off nice and clean, and I'm just going to do some cuticle oil now just to moisturize the nail and re-nourish them again, because they've gone through quite a lot at this point in time. So yeah, that just adds a little bit of vitamins and minerals back to the skin, and just gives it that lovely shine as well at the end. This is a really important bit to do, so I would encourage you to invest in a decent cuticle oil just to nourish your nails. Once you've done all of this to them, they do deserve a little bit of extra love. And here we have it. So this is the final result. I'm quite happy with these. I think they look amazing. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below, and I hope to see you again really soon for another video. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye.